Hello and welcome you all in the class of zoology. Today I will explain you another part of the circulatory system in case of the Scalodon in the form of the venous system. Now venous system are those system which is having the ability to collect the deoxygenated blood from the different parts of the body and pour into the heart. Okay, this type of the system are known as the venous system in case of the Scalodons. Okay, so the venous system in case of the Scalodon collected the deoxygenated blood from the different parts of the body is returned to the heart by veins which form the irregular blood sinuses throughout the air courses. The existence of the extensive blood sinuses is a characteristic feature of the venous system of the Scalodons. Now here is the diagrammatic presentations of the venous system in case of the Scalodons. In this case there is a having the that is the veins which collect the blood from the different parts of the body, that is the anterior most part of the body, posterior most part of the body, then lateral side of the body. Okay, from these regions of the body there is a collections of the blood in case of the Scalodons, and which help to collection of the bloods. Okay, now the different blood veins which collect the blood from the different parts of the body, they are broadly categorized into the four types, that is cardinal system. Okay, cardinal system which collect the blood from the anterior most part of the body and the posterior most part of the body. Anterior, that is cardinal system are of two types, anterior cardinal system and the posterior cardinal system. Okay, then there is a hepatic cyanosis, then there is a having the cutaneous cyanosis and the ventral cyanosis which collect the blood from the different parts of the body. Okay, so cardinal cyanosis are of two types, that is the anterior cardinal and posterior cardinals. Here they are occurred in the paired form, that is the right and left pair of the cardinal cyanosis, they are present in the body of Scalodons. Okay, now here we clearly observed that the heart of the Scalodon having the two chambered auricles and ventricles, it gets supported by the sinus venosus and conus arteriosus. Okay, now the blood from the different parts of the body which is collected and opens via to the ductus crueri into the sinus venosus. Okay, and from the sinus venosus they are poured into the auricles, and from the auricles they entered into the ventricles, and from the ventricles the blood goes into the conus arteriosus, and from the conus arteriosus to the ventral aorta, and from the ventral aorta there is arising the five pair of the afferent branchial blood vessels. Okay, that is the first pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair and fifth pair. They transport the blood toward the gills where there is a oxygenation of the blood is takes place. Okay, now the veins, they are having the ability to collect the deoxygenated blood from the different parts of the body. Now the anterior cardinal system which the cyanosis collect the blood from the head regions, then posterior cardinal cyanosis collect the blood from the posterior most end of the body. Okay, then lateral abdominal veins which is collect the blood from the lateral side of the body. Okay, now here the posterior cyanosis, the last vein is known as the caudal vein which collect the blood from the, that is the tail regions, and opens into the renal portal veins, and from this the blood they are enter from the renal portal vein, there is rising the blood, small blood capillaries, and collect the blood from the kidney. Okay, that is the renal veins. Okay, and they get poured collect the blood and poured into the posterior cardinal cyanosis, and from the posterior cardinal cyanosis they get opens into the ductus crueri, that is there is having the left and right branch of the ductus crueri. Okay, and pour the blood into the sinus, that is ductus crueri, and from the ductus crueri it goes to the, that is the sinus venosus. Then there is a paired hepatic cyanosis, they are also present here. In case of the Scoliodon, it collects the blood from the alimentary canal and their associated glands. Their associated glands and separately opens into the sinus venosus. Then here the anterior cardinal collect the blood from the head regions and opens into the ductus queeri, and from this there is a sinus venosus. Here there is an inferior jugular, okay, left and right branch of the inferior jugulars. They are occurred in the venous system of the Scoliodons. Now the cardinal system are nothing but the blood from the anterior regions of the body is returned to the heart by the paired jugular and the anterior cardinal sinuses. The blood from the posterior region is collected by a pair of the posterior cardinal sinuses. The anterior and posterior cardinal sinuses unite on the east sides of the east side to form the transverse sinus called the ductus queeri. These system of the veins return blood from the head regions and consist of a pair internal jugular veins. Each internal jugular vein is composed of the olfactory sinus, the orbital sinus, the post-orbital sinus, and the anterior cardinal sinus. Olfactory sinus which collect the blood from the cerebrums of the brain, the orbital sinus which collect the blood from the that is the orbit, that is the orbital region, the post-orbital sinus, and the anterior cardinal sinus. This is collect the blood from the respective parts of the head regions and poured into the anterior cardinal sinuses, and these anterior cardinal sinuses transfer toward the, that is the ductus queeri. Here they get opens into the sinus venosus. Now the blood from the rostral region is drained by the anterior facial veins to the olfactory sinus, and from there to the orbital sinus. The orbital sinus opens into the anterior cardinal sinus through the post-orbital sinus. The anterior cardinal sinus enter the ductus queeri. The another, that is the posterior cardinal system, which is present to the posterior most, which collect the blood from the posterior most end of the body. That is the caudal veins collect the blood from the tail regions and proceed forward through the hymal canal. In the abdominal cavity, the caudal vein divides into the left and right renal portal veins, which break up into the sinusoid capillaries in the kidneys and collect the blood from the kidneys. Okay, throughout its length, the renal portal vein receives the small parietal veins. The renal veins collect blood from the kidney and unite to form the posterior cardinal sinuses. Two posterior cardinal sinuses opens into the ductus queeri. Okay, then there is having the another type of the, that is the sinuses in the form of the hepatic portal system. Now a large number of the small veins carrying blood from the alimentary canal and its associated glands unite to form the hepatic portal vein. The hepatic portal vein receives the lienogastric vein, anterior and posterior gastric veins. Actually, the hepatic portal vein is formed by the confluence of the anterior and posterior intestinal veins. The hepatic portal vein breaks up into the capillaries in the liver. From the liver, blood is collected by another sets of capillaries which unite to form the large hepatic sinuses opening into the sinus venosus. Another third categories of the sinuses are nothing but the cutaneous sinuses or the cutaneous system. This system consists of the dorsal, ventral, two paired lateral cutaneous vein. The inferior lateral cutaneous vein joins with the lateral cutaneous veins near the anterior end of each pectoral fin. Each lateral cutaneous veins ultimately opens into the branchial veins. Now the last one is the ventral system, which is observed in the venous system of the Scoliodon. This system comprises of the two sets of the veins, anterior ventral veins and the posterior ventral veins. The anterior ventral veins pour blood into the ductus queeri through the inferior jugular sinuses. The posterior veins discharge through the subclavine veins. Each inferior jugular sinus is formed by the union of the submental sinus from the lower jaw, the Hyadian sinus, and the ventral veins from the gills. Each inferior jugular vein opens to the ductus queeri. The subclavine veins also opens to each sides of the ductus queeri. Two large lateral abdominal veins are formed by a small caudal vein and two iliac veins. The lateral abdominal veins are they are connected posteriorly by the commissural veins, anteriorly by the lateral abdominal veins, join the branchial veins to form the subclavians, which in turn open into the ductus queeri. Thank you so much for patiently listening these video lectures. If you have any doubts, any queries, go to my channels and make your valuable feedbacks. Thank you so much, one and all.